What's up, YouTube? This is Julian with Juleon Tech Reviews, and we're here with another tech video. And I'm excited to bring to you the KUXIU magnetic charging stand for your iPad. And we would like to get into all the details and show you what it looks like, unbox it. But before we get into that, if you could please like, subscribe to this channel, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. Please keep subscribing, guys. We are close to 800 subscribers, looking to get to that 1,000 by the end of the year if possible. If not, leave comments below if you have any questions or comments. But before we get into it, let's talk about KUXIU. So KUXIU is a company that sells magnetic charging stands for the iPad Pro and the iPad Pro versions of Apple's tablets. And KUXIU has a 13-inch magnetic charging stand for your iPad Pro M4 13-inch. And we're going to review it today and see if it's worth a grain of salt. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to unbox it to see all the contents. I mean, you can quite see on the box that it's just pretty much a stand and the holder right here. But KUXIU claims that this is one of the world's first magnetic charging stands for the iPad. And it has added pin smart connectors, and it has a USB-C port on the back, and it is a sturdy aluminum alloy. So you're able to use this as a 360-degree angle at certain points, and it's got a really nice height for your viewing pleasure. And I believe the intention of this is to emulate a desktop computer with your iPad Pro, so you can be productive and everything else. So it does have the 3-stage upgraded arm stand, so you know it can go this way, it can go, you know, like a crane, you know, all that fun stuff. So it does only work for the iPad Pro 13-inch M4 edition. So it will not work with any other ones, nor will it work with any other Android tablet. So this is, if you go on Amazon and buy this from KUXIU, make sure you get the correct compatible iPad, because it will not work with each one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this thing and see what we got here. And did I mention that this is on Amazon's website for about $100? Sometimes there's some coupons on there, so you want to just check periodically, see if you can get a good deal on these. So you're getting all of this in a computer iPad Pro for $100. All right, let's get into it. So as you can see on the back, we do have kind of the rundown visually of what you're getting. So it does have the stand, and it has this angle right here, almost a little bit less than 90 degrees. And you can see it has a hinge, so it can, you know, open and close as such. So if you're not using it, you just put it down instead of looking at, you know, blank screen all day. And you can put it in landscape mode, and you can put it in portrait mode, so you can dabble with that. And then as you can see, this is the iPad right here, and you can actually bend it in a certain way to where you have a slight angle to where you can do a little bit of doodling and note taking and design. So that's really neat. And it has recycled material, metallic design, free rotation, magnetic charger. And here's the compatibility. So if you can see here, it'll show you what this version I have is compatible with. And it says the iPad Pro 13-inch. And as you can see, there's other ones that they provide, but there's the 11-inch for the M4. And then there's the iPad Pro 11-inch, the 1st through 4th generation, iPad Air, 4th, 5th generation M2 chip. And then there's another one for the iPad Pro 12.9-inch, 3rd through 6th edition, and then the 13-inch iPad Air M2. So please, I say please, look at what you're buying before you make a mistake like I did and get the wrong one. All right, so let's go ahead and open it. So it's a simple opening process. Has a little flap right here. And as you open it, it has like a nice little horizontal shape. I got my booklet right here to help me understand, but I think I pretty much get it. And as you can see on the back of this stand, you do have a charging port for your USB-C. So you can this acts like a magic keyboard, where it does have wireless charging if you put it against this stand. All right, enough of that. All right, and then here is the unit. All right, so this is the unit, and it has aluminum, and as you can see, it has a little foam here, so it won't scratch upon arrival, which is excellent. Appreciate that, KUXIU. All right, and I'm gonna set it up here. All right, so it's pretty tough. It's got really nice hinge protection. This is right here is really tough, so it's not loose at all. I wonder how it would be over time, but right now it is really tough to hold up. And then they also provide you with a USB-C to USB-C cable, so that is pretty neat for your $100 purchase. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the unboxing. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. So this is the actual unit. So the stand, all right. So the stand looks like this. And we're gonna turn it here because typically iPad Pro models, if you do a landscape, the camera cutout is right here. And as you can see here, it says it's compatible with the iPad Pro 13-inch M4. So I'm just gonna take that off or leave it since it's a little stubborn. Actually, I'm gonna take it off because I'm stronger. All right, so here we go. Now let's test how, oh wow. So look, I have it here. I can turn it 360 degrees. It's got a really tight turn, so it's not loose at all. And there's nothing screwing off of this, so that is pretty nice. This aluminum is very sturdy. I would say the height of this is probably about 1.5 feet, maybe, I would say. So let's say if I set this down, and it can, you know, go into portrait mode, landscape mode, pretty cool. All right, well now it's time to marry the two. So I got my charging stand here, and I have my trusty iPad Pro 13-inch. And I do have a Pataka case on there, but I'm just gonna go bare because I wanna see this in its natural element. And I am curious to see how it will react to this. This is kind of like a plastic part right here. Actually, it's like plastic aluminum. So I'm just a little nervous about potential scratching, but we're here to test everything for you. And voila, I have it connected. So one of the first things I notice, and if you look at the back right here, I'm holding it up and it's suspended in the air. I have it with both hands and it is really sturdy. So if you're worried about your iPad Pro dropping from this, it is not going to. This magnetic charging stand is excellent, has excellent magnetism, and you're gonna have no issues with that. That's great. All right, and as you can see, I still have the camera cut out, so you don't have to worry about that. This aluminum body is excellent. It is solid. And then here is the USB-C charging port here. So if you have this plugged in, you can charge it. How about that? And it tells you down here, it tells you how much output it does. It has 18 watts of charging. So that's what you're looking at, which is pretty good for an iPad Pro. So keep that in mind when you're trying to charge it. I always tend to charge on the USB-C directly to the iPad because I want the fastest charge if I'm in a rush. But if I'm not, I'll just leave it connected. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to do a mock setup, or actually an actual setup of a desktop and what situations I would use this for. So stay tuned to that. All right, so we're back with our setup for the KUXIU magnetic charging stand. And I do have a couple of items that I added to make this a full desktop experience. So I have my Keychron Bluetooth keyboard, and I also have my Logitech wireless mouse. And I have a USB-C adapter for USB, and I can just go ahead and plug it into my iPad Pro. And just like that, I have a mouse, and I'm able to move around all of this in landscape mode. And then let's just go ahead and turn this around and let's talk about the back. So on the back, as you can see, I have my iPad charging. So you can use multiple USB-Cs at the same time, one to charge on the back right here, and one to use your wireless mouse adapter here. And like I said before, it's probably far better to charge it here to get the best charging speeds. But these are interchangeable, is what I'm trying to say. All right. So you ask, what can I do in this situation where I have a mouse and other stuff? Well, let's go into some of these sheets. So for instance, I have a Google Sheet spreadsheet ready to go. And as you can see, I have it set up. I have it on night mode. Let me go ahead and put it on not night mode so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so as you can see, I have my spreadsheet here and I have my Bluetooth keyboard. And this is just a normal day if you're an accountant or if you're into spreadsheets. I mean, this is the ultimate setup and it's very minimalistic. I really enjoy the fact that I have literally no wires around me, and it makes the whole experience very futuristic and very clean. So, and the mouse is very clicky. There's no lag in the mouse. I can just move all around the spreadsheets. And let's say I can go and use this keyboard in any app I want to go. So for instance, if I want to go to Chrome, I can go type it here. If I want to go do a text message, I can create one and do it here. So you're essentially recreating a MacBook Pro. I have a MacBook Pro, and if this had the same capacity of computing and everything that the MacBook Pro did, I would not have a MacBook Pro. I'm very, confident in saying this because this setup right here, KUXIU has made it very seamless to do that. And the versatility on this is much, much greater when you have an iPad in the wireless magnet charging stand. All right, so next thing I want to show you. All right, let's say we're in an application that has only landscape mode only for your iPad. Some of the apps are like that. So let's just go to Uber Eats. So you might get this right here. And you're like, well, how can I turn it to landscape to make it look like an actual computer? Well, with KUXIU, you can actually rotate it, as I mentioned before, 360 degrees. And now you have a portrait version of your desktop experience, and it works all the same. And you can just do all of the functions as if you were touching it yourself with your finger, which is amazing. And you could just do all types of things. And let's say you like YouTube and you go to YouTube and you're trying to learn the latest thing. You can view it this way, or you can view it this way, and no interruptions. This is awesome, guys. I don't know how you feel about it in the comments below, but this is great. And another thing I wanted to show the versatility. Let's say, for instance, I'm not into the productivity of typing or using my mouse. So let's just put these to the side. Let's say I'm an artist, okay? And I go to my artist, I go to notes, okay? And I want to write something. So how can I do that? Well, I can come right here with my Apple Pencil Pro and I can just start scribbling here, and it doesn't feel totally awkward, but the way the angle is right now, it's very weird. However, with the KUXIU stand, you can bend it in a certain way to where it's a little bit more accessible for you to normally write. So for instance, without touching the table, And I can set up because this hinge is very, very tight. I've readjusted my my experience here. So now I don't have to hold it. I can just start drawing, and I can start writing my notes here. This is a great experience. And voila. So it is barely off the ground, but it isn't off the ground. And you can adjust it to where it doesn't rock this way. And you can also view it like this as well. And it's just so many things you can do with this this stand that actually is magnetic and charges. I mean, if you wanted to look at this video, you can use it using this. And all you gotta do is just show your face and you have an excellent MacBook Pro substitute. Now, when it comes to content creation, I believe that you can actually come up here and start editing videos and doing that with this. So if you're really into creating YouTube videos, I believe this is a great experience for you. I haven't necessarily tried it out because I have an iPad Pro, so I'm able to use that with ease to make these videos that I'm bringing to you. But overall, this has been a really great experience. I have a minimalistic lifestyle over here with this KUXIU stand, and I'm able to have adequate hinge protection here that doesn't falter or doesn't come loose at any point. I have dual USB-C charging ports right here, and you can actually add another USB-C multiple charging port here to make it even greater productivity here. I can update all my spreadsheets here using a Bluetooth keyboard, or you can use a USB-C wired keyboard. And I can also use my Apple Pencil Pro, and I can charge it at the same time. Right now it's at 100%. And this makes this KUXIU stand an excellent productivity and definitely adaptable to all your work environments. Well, that's all I had to say about the KUXIU charging stand here. The magnetic charging stand for your iPad Pro. Once again, this is Julian with Juleon Tech Reviews. We thank you for tuning in with this wonderful accessory and tech item that I believe you should have for $100 on Amazon. And before we do that, and before we peace out, have a good one. Once again, this is Julian from Juleon Tech Reviews. Thank you for tuning in to this excellent KUXIU charging stand. I'm very excited about this, and I'm going to use this in the future. My wife's excited about it. She came in here and she was in awe of this setup, just like I am right now. And if you are interested in buying this, click in the link below. This will take you directly to the website where you can purchase it, and you might be able to get a little discount on it. But do that in the comments, do that in the description below. And also, if you have any comments, comment below. And do not forget to like and subscribe this channel. We're bringing it to you live. We're bringing it to you raw. We bring you our honest opinions. And we appreciate you tuning in with us. For again, this is Julian with Juleon Tech Reviews. Peace.